Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Azula from the HummingBirdCoven. Welcome to your full moon eclipse in Gemini oracle reading and pick a card ritual guidance for this moon. I'm really excited about this reading, more so for the pick a card, so I want to kind of keep it short for the general energy. There is definitely, I pulled some cards for us and I'm going to read from my moonology diary as I usually do for the moons. Just a little bit for us. So grab all that you need, your notebooks, your tea, your candles, your crystals, your incense, whatever you need, your snacks, your blankets, everything that you need to feel comfortable and to receive this message and to receive this guidance. There is, again, a lot coming through. This is a Gemini moon, which is ruled by the sign of Mercury, who is now happy and direct in the sign of Scorpio at this time. So there's a lot that wants to come up. There's a lot that is coming through. There's a lot of hidden truths that are being revealed in your relationships as well, right? Gemini being the twins. But this is also taking a look at our inner and outer worlds, perceptions and realities. This is taking a look at our light and our shadow within ourselves, our masculine and our feminine within ourselves, and finding a way to balance those energies so that we are able to move forward and become the creators of our own reality, especially as we move into this new time, into this uncertain time, where the outside world is a little chaotic, right? And so we're trying to find a way to become more self-sufficient is the card that came through for us. It's about self-sufficiency. It's about taking those talents, again, like finding the light and the shadow within ourselves and building our personal power and creativity, and staying in that confidence. Confidence is the key to success is the card that came out for us. So Leo energy is very much making itself known at this time, which is kind of asking us to be a bit more playful as well with our situation, right? Like things are changing. This is a new energy that's coming through, right? New moon in Leo. This is very new energy. We're kind of innocent in this space. We're kind of figuring it out. So it's also being kind to ourselves and like especially if we make any mistakes or any missteps, but then it's also about being confident in our ability to continue to move forward in this space as well, no matter what maybe challenges come in our way. Your commitment is being tested is at the bottom of the deck. So this is like, there will be some tests, there will be some challenges. Don't let it bring you into this space of despair or in the space of sadness, or I can't do this, or I thought moving in this new direction would be like what I meant to do, but I'm still facing challenges. There's still fear here is an energy that's coming through. And that's more so spirit testing you to see if you will continue to move forward in your confidence into this space of self-sufficiency. The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. It's also about when you find yourself in a space, in a challenge or in a conflict, what is your coping mechanism is an energy that we've been talking about, especially with Neptune retrograde in Pisces, moving direct on the 29th, so the day before this full moon eclipse in Gemini. But the ways that we try to escape the situation, or the ways that we try to heal from the situation, what is it that we do? Do we have healthy coping mechanisms? Do we have people who, like a support system as well, that we can reach out to that can support us, or who is just there, like knows exactly when to show up and is helpful at exactly the right time is an energy that's coming through as well. It's about being able to also receive. Being able to also receive. As much as you have been giving in a certain space, it's about being able to receive. Or if you have been receiving a lot, it's about how much are you willing to give now as well to balance out this relationship or this partnership with whatever it is, right? To be able to see the results that you want to see in this certain space or, again, relationship for you. But there's definitely a lot of fulfillment. There's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of, again, this feeling of support. The bottom of the deck for the chakra cards, which is the I'll be showing in the pick a card reading is Angel and Masters. Again, this is about this realignment, and again, feeling supported by our ancestors, by our angels, by our guides, by our teachers, and receiving divine wisdom and divine guidance on how to step forward into this new space more easily, so that we find less challenges, or so that we know how to work around the challenges that do come up for us. It's about testing our characters, also an energy that's coming through. Like, confidence is the key to success. But this Leo energy, like, yes, be confident in this space. Yes, be proud of yourself and your success within this space. But remember to not get caught up in your ego so much that you might destroy something that you're trying to create, right? It's about being very conscious about, again, how we're speaking, how we're communicating, how we're getting our ideas across, is an energy that's coming through. The collective shadow card that came through for all of us is Ashe. The world was created by one. I'm just going to read this card for us, and then I'm going to read the houses that might be affecting you. So Ashe, the shadow element of this card is not using one's true power and relying on others to make decisions for you. Ashe is a Yoruba concept not easily translated to English, but in a base form it means the divine power. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words. That Mercury energy, again, information is coming through so quickly. The divine power, energy, and force present in all beings to produce the change they seek. This card is present in the reading as a suggestion that you may be going through a period in which you don't believe in your personal power. Yeah, see? Confidence is your key to success. It's about believing in your personal power, the ability to create things in your life, the ability to be self-sufficient, the ability to be the master of your reality, the creator of your reality. You don't believe in your personal power, and instead you rely on the decisions of others, spirits or friends, etc., to make grand decisions for you and to express how much you are capable of doing. It is important to make a mental note of why you may feel like you lack the divinity to create the opportunities or outcomes you want for yourself without external input. Why do you not feel comfortable taking the initiative to create your world without looking for permission? If it is of goodwill, utilizing your talents, and makes you happy, why are you allowing others to live your life for you by planning your power? Yeah, it's very much an energy of take your power back and create the reality that you want to see based on, again, your light, your vision, and your confidence of what you came here to create in this world. There is very much an energy of creativity coming through. Also divine guidance coming through to support us, but also not completely just relying on, again, your spirit guides, your angels and masters to make all the decisions for you. There's also an energy of like taking the initiative to take that step forward, to take that risk, as well as Leo's energy that's coming through, to take that risk, to take that chance into this new space. Okay, let me read the houses for you. So if you're an Aries rising, this might be affecting your 3rd house. If you're a Taurus, your 2nd house. Gemini, your 1st house. Cancer, your 12th. Leo, your 11th. Virgo, your 10th. Libra, your 9th house. Scorpio, your 8th house. Sagittarius, 7th. Capricorn, 6th. Aquarius, 5th. And Pisces, your 4th house, is being affected. Again, that's for your rising sign, and I'll always have the natal calculator posted down below. Okay, sorry, last thing before we get into the pick a cards, I just want to pull the overall kind of cosmic energy that's supporting us, the overall planet, sign, and house that is supporting us collectively during this moon. So again, there's very much a new energy that's coming through, but it's about taking our power back and trusting in our magic, trusting in our power, trusting in our ability to speak things into existence the world was created by one. You create your reality. You create your world. Mercury is supporting us. Again, Mercury is in the sign of Scorpio right now, which is all about our personal power, which is all about our magic, which is all about making these changes, these major changes in our lives when we take the risk, take the chance to move into a new cycle. The 7th house is also supporting us, which is about our relationships again. Our relationships that we're in. Finding more harmony, finding more balance in the relationships that we're in the partnerships, in the friendships. The sign that's supporting us. We also have the North Node that flipped out, which again, Gemini is the North Node for the collective consciousness. So that's very much an energy that is coming through strongly. It's about moving into where we know we're meant to go in this world. It's what we were meant to do in this world. We also have the South Node, which is Sagittarius energy. Again, we are in Sagittarius season, which is making us want to look at the bigger picture, at the far future. And it's kind of making us a little bit can be kind of confusing because again your vision is too broad and you can't see the more immediate steps that you need to take, like short-term thinking and short-term trips. What are the things that you can do right now to help you get to where you want to go in the future, instead of just looking to the future and being like, that's feels like an unattainable dream, is also an energy that's coming through. As I say dreams, Pisces pops out. Again, Neptune is going direct in the sign of Pisces on the 29th, so the day before this moon. I'm just going to read these overall energies for us, the actions that we can take, and the outcomes that they might have on us as we move through the energy of this moon. So again, we have Mercury and Pisces in the 7th house supporting us. So communicate your dreams diplomatically. Analyze your idealization of relationships. Let your mind tell you how to be a part of something overwhelming and get a fair deal. Yeah, 100%. And then we have the awareness of spirituality to ultimately experience balance. Many thoughts about or from trusting your psychic knowledge of cooperation. Many words resulting from the indecision of or about your partners. Again, it's also an energy of like, you're starting to make decisions in your life. You're deciding what you want in your life and what you don't want in your life. And you're not letting anyone else make the decision for you. You are going for your own dreams, for what you want. You're communicating it in a way that is fair, that is diplomatic, that acknowledges maybe the other person within the relationship and understands the effect that it might have on them. It's about being compassionate for the other as well. It's not just about there's kind of an energy of Mars now direct in the sign of Aries, but we also have Chiron retrograde in the sign of Aries. Chiron is the wounded healer. So it's about not like over asserting yourself in a certain space that you might actually hurt either yourself or someone that you care about. Just because of maybe the tone of voice that you're using, like something very small, or just the amount of again, it's there's an energy of like, there are a lot of emotions, there's a lot of intensity is bubbling up right now with this Pisces energy, but also with Mercury in the sign of Scorpio, which is again these major changes that are happening in our life, this major purging, this transformation, this death and this rebirth. There's a lot going on again, so it can feel also overwhelming. So you might just have a slip, right? It's not that you meant it or whatever, but you might say it, and there's a possibility of in the moment you might like in feeling that you're right and feeling that you're standing up for yourself and standing up for your dreams, you might hurt someone that you actually care about, right? Like things might be misinterpreted. So it's just about being very conscious and having, again, more diplomatic conversations. It's taking the other person into account. It's taking the other consciousness, the other human being into account. It's looking out for the collective, for the whole. It's understanding also our own higher purpose and how that supports our relationships and supports the collective. Is also kind of an energy that's coming through, especially as we become more self-sufficient. And what does that mean for this earth? Even what does it mean for planet Earth in helping to heal this earth? Also, as we come back into our home space, is very much an energy that's coming through, that is why we've been kind of going through all of this, that the world is going through, and why we've been kind of forced to be in our own homes, in our home space, and in our sanctuary, in our what should be our safe haven. It's also about taking into account, like, where do you feel comfortable, where do you feel safe, who do you feel also at home with. When do we maybe get a little too comfortable is also an energy that's coming through, right? Like, moving from our south node to our north node is a very uncomfortable process. But when we have a space or a place where we trust that we are safe, it makes going into these new spaces a little more tolerable. This is kind of an energy that's coming through, because we know and we feel supported by the relationships within our lives, by our home, by our family, by our environments that we're in our communities, right? We feel supported to be able to take that leap of faith forward. Trust that people will be there for you if you make a mistake. People will still love you. It's also an energy that's coming through with this Leo's energy, which is making us very aware of children in general, but also our own inner child. And understanding that our shadow, and the ways that we kind of lash out or kind of have temper tantrums is our scared inner child, just trying to survive, right? Just trying to survive in this world. There's very much an energy of reground, working with your root chakra, is also an energy that's coming through. And I think I'm going to leave it there. Again, there's a lot of information coming through for all of us. Trust and know that you are very much supported. Trust and know that you do have the ability to take your life back into your own hands and create the reality that you want to see. But it is also about, again, you have to step into this space with confidence. Trust that you have the gifts, the talents, the abilities to make things happen. And trust that self-sufficiency doesn't mean doing it all by yourself, right? You have your community, you have your partner to support you when you maybe don't know how to get something done. You have someone who will help you figure it out, right? So again, that is the overall energy. I'm going to move on to the pick a card reading. I will have a picture in the thumbnail as well as the timestamps down below so that you can pick your pile. But I'm just going to show you the cards for each pile. So group number 1, you have the card of grit. Group number 2, you have the card of sorrow. Group number 3, you have reconcile. And group number 4, you have confide. So again, these are your 4 groups. And this is kind of the ritual guidance that I have for you for this moon that you can work with to help you work with your shadow, to get more comfortable with your inner child, right? And see how it's affecting your life and the changes that you can make. Again, I'll have those timestamps posted down below, and I will see you at your time. Hi, everyone who chose group number 1 with the card of grit. So this card says, when a needle falls into a well, many people will look into the well, but few will go down after it. Grit. I'm just going to read the shadow element of this card so you know what shadow you're working with this moon, what shadow spirit is trying to get you to overcome to help you to move forward. So the shadow element is involving oneself in situations that do not pertain to you and taking on the accompanying responsibilities in a resentful fashion. When this card pops into a reading, it can indicate resentments you or someone may be feeling regarding situations you or someone may have inserted themselves into for no real reason other than to be involved. It is asking you to take a look to see if you are currently undergoing the stress of handling a problem or situation for someone else when it really isn't your responsibility to do so. Grit. Yeah, this energy of just like, again, you're only really involved because you feel like you need to be involved. You feel like you need to fix this problem for someone else. Maybe an energy that's coming through. I do want to pull some tarot cards for you to see what this might be about. And then again, I have your chakra cards that you might want to work with to support you, as well as some additional guidance and advice on how to work with those chakras, what energies might be brought up for you. But let me just pull some cards for you. Yeah, Queen of Swords. There's this energy of detachment. You need to detach from the situation. You need to detach from, you don't need to teach this lesson, or you don't need to fix this problem, whatever it is for you. You need to kind of cut yourself out. Like, this is very much, this card is depicted as Yamoja in this deck, who is the mother, who is a nurturer, who kind of wants to, like, you might be a mother. This might be like a mother with a child situation. You need to let your child figure this out, is kind of an energy that's coming through. Because by putting yourself, trying to fix the problem on your own, there's an energy of you might be spoiling your child. There's like, if this is a mother-child situation for you, this could also just be with a friendship, or just maybe another female in your life, or feminine energy in your life that you feel like you want to support or protect. But you need to find a more detached view. It's draining your energy to be so involved in this situation. It's about it's about being honest as well. Because there could very much be an energy of you really want to help this person, but I feel like there's an energy of it's holding you back from a new beginning that you were meant to step into, because you're inserting yourself into someone else's mess, right? Let me get 2 more cards. 5 of Swords. Yeah, this is mental conflict. This is a win-lose situation. Like, this is and it's just going to end up, like, I feel like there's an energy of this could just end up destroying or hurting this relationship. Again, because you then become resentful of maybe even the person that you're trying to help. Last card, please. 8 of Wands. There's an energy, yeah, there's a lot of information as well coming through. Again, I feel like this is coming from an earnest place, like you want to support this person, you want to help, but there's an energy of this is a third-party situation. Like, they need to deal with it by themselves. They need to figure it out by themselves. You can provide a supportive ear, but you have somewhere that you are meant to go. You have a new beginning that you are meant to step into. You need to cut yourself out of this situation in whatever way that means for you, so that, again, it doesn't become mental anxiety or mental conflict because you feel trapped now in this situation that you didn't really want to be in, of helping this other person when you have your own things that you need to deal with. Like, again, there may be a lot of information coming through for you. There is this feeling of feeling overwhelmed. Is an energy that's coming through. Things are moving very quickly, I feel like, as well in your life. So if you decide to put yourself or insert yourself into this situation that has nothing to do with you, life is going to pick up around you. Again, you were meant to move in a new direction. So that might also come up for you, that you really want to move in this new direction, but then there's mental conflict because you feel like you're carrying a big load, like you're carrying a lot on your shoulders. You're dealing with this person's issues and situations, and then you're trying to deal with your own. I feel like this could be a friendship. This has to, like, Three of Cups is a very casual reunion type of energy. And again, there's a feeling of maybe like you're missing out on something. Especially if you're someone who is maybe like a motherly energy and you're always there to support this person in this way. But again, it's about people need to figure stuff out for themselves sometimes. So let me just see your chakra cards. What chakras you can work with. Inspiration. Your sacral chakra. And forgiveness. Interesting. Your heart chakra. Again, I feel like this person will forgive you. I think this is also, you have to find forgiveness for yourself for being able to detach from this situation. This is about inspiration. This is, again, there's also like a lot of creativity coming through for you as well. Again, this is a new beginning coming through. This is quick movement into a completely new area in your life. But again, there's also an energy of being creative. Like if you feel like you do want to help, it's just not about completely jumping in. It's like maybe you give some advice or some guidance, but you're not completely involved in this situation or between maybe two other people who are trying to find a certain amount of balance or whatever the case scenario may be for you. This is about finding a creative way to also protect yourself is also an energy that's coming through. Protect your own innocence. Protect your own path, your own journey. Protect your own security as well as an energy that's coming through, your own new beginnings. Also protect the friendship is an energy that's coming through, or a relationship. Yeah. Card number 11 and card number 19. 19 reduces to 10. 1 and 9 is 10. So you have 10 and 11. This is a completion of a cycle, and moving into a new cycle is also an energy that's coming through. Again, if you have been trapped in this situation from the past, you need to reground yourself in your own journey. There's an energy that's coming through. And then what are confidence? Again, that came through for the collective. This energy of confidence, trusting that moving in this new direction will be okay. Like you will be okay. You will be supported. There will be forgiveness and compassion within this situation. But you have to decide to move forward. You have to decide to follow your own light. There's also an energy that's coming through. And vision. There's a lot of vision. There's a lot of new ideas. There's a lot of, again, right? New messages, new ideas, new communication coming through for you on where you're meant to go, on where you're meant to move forward. But I feel like you're keeping yourself stuck in this situation where you feel like you want to help, and it's wonderful to feel like you want to do that. To support somebody else, but again, like you have to protect your own well-being as well. Your own security is kind of an energy that's coming through. Again, you're moving into a new cycle, card number 8, and there's an energy of finding balance as well within this relationship, card number 42. Again, there is an energy of forgiveness, or there will be forgiveness within this situation, as long as you are honest and you stay in your integrity, and you stay in your truth, and you stay in your truth, right? Be honest about your situation. Be honest about what's going on for you, especially if this is someone who you care about, especially if this is a relationship or even just a friendship. Just be honest about what your situation is. But you need to move into a new direction. You need to let whatever this issue is, whatever this problem is for this person, you need to let them figure it out. You need to let them figure it out for themselves, because you are meant to move in a new direction. There's too much information, right? It will be too much information. It will be very overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming. So it's about, again, we had that Mercury in Pisces in the 7th house. It's being honest about how you communicate your dreams and ambitions, right? Within whatever relationship that you are in. However you need to detach from the situation. Again, I don't feel like there will be any hard feelings within this space. I feel like you just need to be honest about what your own vision is, right? What your own vision is, what your own goals are. Stay grounded in your heart space, and then work with your sacral chakra energy to help you, your creative fires, that creative spark to help you move quickly into this new cycle that you're moving into. I feel like there are a lot of blessings that want to come through for you. I want to pull a few more, or one more tarot card. What else is coming through for group number 1? One more card, please. Wow. You have the Four of Swords, the Empress, and the High Priestess. Yeah, this is very much detaching from the situation so that you can heal any hurt feelings, or they can heal any hurt feelings, so that you can find this forgiveness. And then there's this energy of, this very feminine energy as well is coming through. But Empress and High Priestess, like, you are manifesting this new beginning into your life. You have to trust your intuition. You have to trust that some things you don't need to get involved with. Again, Queen of Swords. Detach from the situation. You will find balance. You will find harmony, but you have to trust your own vision. Definitely working with air. I mean, this is an air moon, a Gemini moon, right? So working with air, to again get that clear vision, that clear intuition. You also have fire on the table, and this inspiration, confidence, energy. So you can work with the element of fire. You can work with the breath of fire to support you, to help you reground. You can work with incense, 100%, sunlight. Meditating, praying is also an energy that's coming through. Pray for the situation. Pray for clarity. Pray for also what you do want to manifest. Pray for clarity of also your own vision, of your own inner knowing of where you are meant to go. Also, this cat energy is coming through, which is, again, giving me that divine feminine energy. Like, there is so much fertility that is present, but you have to make the choice not to get sucked back or pulled back into a situation that is not your responsibility. And that ultimately you will feel resentful in it because you know that there's something that you are meant to move into. Yeah, so those are the energies coming through for you. Again, if there's any sunshine, take that sunshine in, allow it to support you, allow it to heal you, even in the moonlight as well. This is a full moon, so we should be able to see it in the sky, a full moon eclipse. So just basking in that light and allowing it to support you as well, calling on your ancestors, calling on maybe your own maternal or feminine teachers or ancestors or whatever guides that you work with to support you in this space, to help you have a clearer vision, to help you to move forward with confidence in this space, to be honest in this space and in this relationship that you need to move in this new direction, to find more balance in this relationship. So again, the elements of air and the element of fire can be very supportive to you for this moon. And that is your message, group number 1. So I hope that resonated with you. I hope that is supportive to you in your growth and in your healing and in your evolution on your path. And I will see you in my next one. Happy healing. Bye. Group number 2 with the card of sorrow. It is through deep sadness that one masters discouragement. So I'm just going to read this card for you. See what the shadow element is of this card. Allowing any inconvenience to discourage you from pushing ahead on your journey to success. This card suggests that you have, in the past or even currently, allowed slights of any size to knock the wind out of your sails, encouraging you to retreat into being a non-entity, intimidated and fearful of the sadness that oftentimes comes with the pursuit of happiness. Yeah, I feel like there's an opportunity that may have come through in your life. But again, there like adjustments, or your commitment is being tested. There is some challenge, there is some trigger. And this is an energy that came through with the last moon reading I did as well. I'm pretty sure that was for this super new moon in Scorpio. So if you want to watch that video, I'll have it posted down below for you. But sorrow came through for the collective energy. And again, it was about like finding a way to trust, but also push past that. Fear is also an energy that's coming through. Push past that feeling also of despair. I need your divine intercession right now, O Great Spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. There's a lot of despair. There's a lot of sorrow that could have been coming through for you, group number 2. I'm going to pull some tarot cards to see what this might be for you. So you have the Fool card jump out for you. Again, I feel like there's a new beginning. There's a new opportunity that might have come through for you. But again, there may have been some challenges, or it may be a risk. And that fear is what is shying you away from what you know you're meant to do, where you know you're meant to go in this life, where you are meant to shine. Wow, you have the Empress come through for you. Again, I feel like this is where you are meant to also receive your blessings, receive this energy of prosperity, of wisdom as well, is coming through. 7 of Wands, yeah, you are being, every single problem, every single challenge looks like, that feels like negativity to you, makes you feel like you're not supposed to move into this space. And so you're being very defensive of the shadow, of the triggers that are coming through for you. But this trigger is your sorrow. That is the shadow that is coming through for you to work with. One more card, please. But is this what you want? Like, is it what you truly want? Is this really a big deal? Also, is an energy that's coming through. Like, you're being very defensive. 4 of Cups, which is about sitting in this space of like boredom. There's an energy of also just taking the scraps. Also an unexpected friend, but there's very much an innocence energy that's coming through. And then you have this Empress energy, this mother energy. I feel very much like nurturing. This is about nurturing your inner child as well. You have Death at the bottom of the deck, which is about you need to make this needs to change so that your manifestations can come through, so that you do not continue to keep sitting in this space of boredom. Yeah, 4 of Cups is usually like you have, so in this 4 of Cups, all the cups are spilled on the floor, but one of the cups had water in it. Right? Yeah, there's very much a space and energy of nourishment. Also sorrow, maybe you need to cry it out, is an energy that's coming through to actually be able to process that feeling of sorrow, that feeling of fear. You need to process it. You need to transform that into confidence, into your strength. Yeah, there's an energy of you're being very defensive. You feel like the world is against you. You feel like, again, like you will never be able to succeed because you always are met with challenges. But that's kind of the point to growth is an energy that's coming through to also there's an energy of maturing from this child into this Empress, right? But usually there's 3 cups that have been spilt over. There's 3 cups that are there that you're kind of sitting in boredom with this 4 of Cups energy. And there's usually 1 cup that Spirit is trying to hand you, but you're too busy looking at all the spilt milk, right? all those spilled cups, all of those things that you put your emotions into, that you put your like intuition into as well, that you thought were going to manifest a certain way, and now you're sitting here kind of in this feeling of again, defensiveness and resentment, and just kind of picking up the scraps and just dealing with what you have. But Spirit is trying to give you something new, and you're not seeing it, right? Like, there's so much abundance, there's so much water that is trying to come into your life, there's so much nourishment that is trying to come into your life, but you're being defensive, you're putting up walls around it. And because you're doing that, you're missing your blessings. This is an energy that's coming through because you're sitting in this space of sorrow. You need to transform, you need to transmute that energy and turn it into your confidence, turn it into your strength. So what are the chakras that will support you in doing this? Life purpose. Yeah. This is exactly where you're meant to be going in your life at this time. This is your throat chakra being affected as well. Card number 22, and then psychic development. Yeah, you do have a lot of water energy coming through for you. You can definitely work with the element of water, will support you during this moon. Psychic development, your vision. Yeah, you need to transform this. You need to cry this out. You need to cry this out. You need to get this fear out. You need to get these thought patterns out. You need to let these emotions come out of you, come through you, move through you, so that you can move forward. Because you're being, like, there's kind of a stagnant energy that's coming through with this Seven of Wands. You're being a little bit over defensive about the blessings that are trying to come into your life, and that's causing you to miss the blessings, and you don't have any more time to miss the blessings, because this is your life purpose. This is exactly where you're meant to be going. This is exactly, but you have to take that risk, right? You have to take that leap of faith. Card number 22, master number 22, and also card number 27, which is number 9, which is about personal growth as well. You have growth. Yeah, create a safe space, create a quiet space, a sanctuary. Also card number 3. Like a space where you can nourish yourself, where you can process these emotions is the energy that's coming through. Where you can process these feelings, where you can process this boredom or resentment that you feel. This sadness that you might feel. Self-worth. Yeah, 100%. Self-worth. You have to believe in yourself to be able to move in this new direction. You have to trust that it doesn't matter what challenges might come through, what shadows, what triggers might come through. You have vision. You can see it coming, and therefore you know how to work through it more easily. And you do that by, there's also an energy of like being in a space where you are able to receive maybe unexpected help, right? Unexpected blessings coming through, that Empress energy. But you have to be in a space to receive that. Be open to receiving that as well. Be open and there's an energy of like sensitive to also the signs and the symbols that may be guiding you in this new path, this life purpose. Again, 22, if you see that number could be significant for you. You also have 21, which is a 3, and then you have the Empress card, which is a 3. So 3 could also be supportive to you. Card number 32 is card number 5. Again, this is a change that you need to make so that you can create more. Also, there's an energy of serenity, like peace of mind. You are worthy of moving in this new space. You are worthy of receiving in this new space. You deserve more than just the scraps, than just what you've been getting. Sorry. You can pull one more card for you. What's the additional message for group number 2, the overall message? 10 of Swords, yeah. This is about allowing this mentally stressful cycle that has been keeping you in this energy of despair and sorrow and sadness and defensiveness and fear. This is about allowing that cycle to complete. 10 of Swords. Allow the cycle to complete. With this air moon as well. This is the air card. 10 of Swords. You have Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So maybe it's about also cultivating all three of those signs, the energy of those signs, to be able to detach so that you can nourish yourself, so that you can face your own inner child, your own inner shadow, your own fears that are coming up that make you feel so sorrowful in this space, as if you can't get there. Yes, you can. Take the leap of faith. Trust in yourself. Trust in your gifts, your talents. Trust in your vision as well, the psychic development, your third eye, working with your third eye space. And then Libra energy is finding that balance. 7th house energy that came through for the collective, right? These relationships that come through, that come in to support you, to help you. Prince of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, which is about moving forward with passion. This can also be quick movement as well, but this is moving forward with passion, with creativity. This is driven, this is motivated, but it's after you take this time to nourish yourself during this moon so that you can develop your psychic abilities, so that you can transform this sadness, this sorrow into your strength, into your confidence, and move forward in your life purpose. So that is your message, group number 2. I hope that resonated with you. I hope that it was helpful to you on your journey. And I will see you in my next one. Happy healing. Bye. Group number 3, Reconcile. Love yourself, for only then can you love others. Love yourself, for only then can you love others. Reconcile. I'm going to read the shadow element of this card for you. So the shadow element of this card says, allowing reconciliation of failed interpersonal relationships to commence out of a need for outside acceptance or outright refusal to be alone in the healing process, when in fact the need is to be more concerned with accepting oneself. There always comes a time when we are given a chance to break away from unsavory relationships with love interests, friends, family dynamics, but we struggle to cut the cord of dependency. Why do you stick around when you know this is not working? Also, dependency on what exactly? Could be obligation to family, unresolved spiritual ties to past lovers, or just inability to exist in solitude in order to mend what has harmed us with these interactions. Yeah. There's an energy that you need to, group number 3, just be alone for a bit so that you can grow on your own, so that you can heal on your own, so that you can again kind of nurture yourself, nourish yourself, is an energy that's coming through. I'm going to pull some tarot cards for you to see what else might be coming through for you. 10 of Swords. Yeah, this is completing a mentally stressful cycle, a painful cycle, a toxic cycle, a hurtful cycle. There's too many. Just 3 more, please. Group number 3, Reconcile. Oh, you have Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this is definitely about nurturing yourself, regrounding yourself. And then Page of Pentacles. This is communication about an offer coming through. One more card, please. One more card for group number 3. 2 of Swords. So you have 10 of Swords and 2 of Swords, and then you have Queen of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. So the elements of air and earth can definitely be supportive to you during this time. You have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, which is all about commitments and contracts, and This is about your belief systems as well. Doctrines is an energy that's coming through. Yeah, you need to go within. You need to reground yourself. You need to take your power back again is an energy that's kind of coming through for everyone. There's an opportunity that wants to come through, but there's an energy of it's immature. Either this is from you or this is coming in from someone else, but this is an immature offer again. You need to love yourself. What do you deserve? Complete the cycle of this toxic cycle. Again, this can feel like, you might feel like this is a contract. This might be a family. This might be a family obligation. Also with this Queen of Pentacles energy is giving me this home space. This might be a family obligation. This might be maybe a marriage for some of you. Or even a job. Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant. This could be a job for you. But yeah, if it's not working, you need to let it go. What are your beliefs? What are your morals? What are your values? If this is not lining up with those things, you need to cut this out of your life because it's toxic and it's harmful to you. It's hurtful to you. It brings you stress. It brings you anxiety. Allow yourself the time to find more balance within your psyche. Within your own personal light and shadow. You have 4 of Swords under that, which is about detaching so that you can heal. Which is an energy that's kind of been coming through for everyone, truly. But I'm going to pull your chakra card. So you have the card of flexibility. This could be you need to do some yoga. You need to stretch it out. You just need to tend to your own garden for a little bit. Flexibility or sacral chakra. That's tree pose as well. We have the Queen of Pentacles and then this plant energy with this Reconcile card. So that might be supportive to you and helping you reground into your own personal truth. But there is definitely an energy of soul healing. Is a second chakra card, which is your soul star chakra, which is about 6 inches above your head. But it's, again, receiving, yeah, so grounding and then your breath. So this can be tree pose and just really focusing on your breath work to help you ground, to help you find some balance, to help you find center, to help you find, again, harmony with your own thoughts, with the light and shadow within yourself, to help your soul heal, to help you move through this cycle and regain your personal power. To help you come back into this energy of Queen of Pentacles as well. I kind of want to read this Hierophant card, which is at the bottom of the deck for you. The Hierophant, magic and writing, card number 5. Secret knowledge, ability to be concise or understanding, spirituality, ethical values, guidance, and mentoring. Yeah, there's an energy of, again, I was saying, like, what are your values? What are your belief systems? Do they align? Do they match up with this other person or with this job or whatever the case scenario may be? Can you be more flexible in this situation to allow yourself time to heal, time to grow, time to mature, time to reground into your own spiritual understanding, into your own ethical values? And I kind of feel like for you, group number 3, this might be a theme that continues to come through for you as we move into next year with this card number 5, this major arcana card coming through for you. Next year is 2021, which reduces to 5 in numerology. So again, this soul healing, I feel like is going to be a continued theme for you as we move through, maybe until, I feel like more so until the spring season. There might be another shift after that. Also, I usually don't really give specific time things, but that's something that's coming through for you. I feel like during this winter season, right, this air energy and element that's coming through for you, it kind of feels like a hibernation, so that you can tend to yourself, tend to your own soul healing, find more flexibility in your own, again, personal power and creativity, so that you can receive in abundance again, because you are grounded in your spiritual values, in your ethics, in your morals, in your secret understanding of how your own soul is meant to evolve, is meant to heal, is meant to grow. Right? Two of Swords is kind of a stalemate. Actually, I kind of want to read Two of Swords for you as well. So balance, adaptability, hard-won harmony, dialectic, confrontational, and dual. Yeah, like if this has been bringing you, again, conflict, mental conflict, and trauma, and more sadness than it is bringing you happiness, even if it's just at this time, I feel like there's an energy of you, again, you need to find a way to be more flexible in the situation for yourself more than anything else. Love yourself, for only then can you love others. Again, it's about finding balance and harmony in this space. I'm going to pull one more card for you and then close this reading for you, group number 3. So I hope that was helpful so far. I hope it's making sense for you. Let me know in the comments down below as well. Well, Queen of Pentacles came out again. Again, it's regrounding. It's becoming more stable, more secure in your space. Definitely working with Earth can be supportive to you during this moon. There's also an energy of Taurus coming through. So I don't know if that means if you are a Taurus or maybe you're dealing with a Taurus. But that is an energy that's strongly coming through as well. But again, I was saying that that like springtime season is when I feel like you will continue to work with this energy. You will continue to feel this soul healing and evolving and finding more flexibility within this space. Maybe even within your own beliefs as well. But it's finding more, again, security, stability, groundedness, so that your blessings come through to you more easily as well. So that mature opportunities come through to you is also an energy that's coming through. So that is your message, group number 3. I hope that, oh, sorry, I didn't pull these cards for you. Wow, okay, so you have Forbidden and Lust. So this could definitely be a relationship that you need to get out of, a toxic relationship that you need to come out of. There's an energy of you might only be in it because it feeds your immediate needs. But again, what are your values? What are your morals? Again, this could be a job for some of you. This could be a relationship for some of you, or a family obligation. So take whatever resonates and leave the rest. But again, Spirit is trying to move you away from this forbidden. This needs to be closed off. Spirit is trying to protect you from this. Also possibly so that you can protect this relationship, depending on what it is for you and who it is. But yeah, you need to find more balance in this space so that you can have your own personal growth. Again, you need to be alone for a little bit, because this is temptations, this is addictions, this is toxic energy that is just lowering your vibration and making you feel also unstable, or maybe even immature or dependent on a certain situation. You need to love yourself. You need to tend to yourself a little bit. Yeah, so those are your messages. That is your guidance. Again, working with your sacral chakra, your soul star chakra, the elements of earth and air will be supportive to you. And I will see you in my next one. Happy healing. Bye. So group number 4, you have the card of Confide. All things are good to eat, but not all things are good to say. So I'm going to read to see the shadow element of this card for you. So involvement in gossip or feeling overwhelmed by the knowledge of being spoken about in gossip-based dialogue. If you find your spirit has been alerted to the fact that you have become the topic of discussion, Perhaps take stock of the things you are allowing the outside world to know about you and your personal life. The tiniest hole in a great ship can sink it in a matter of moments. Be quiet. Unless you have the ability to possess the minds, hearts, and bodies of those being talked about, it is best to focus on your life, lest you reap the consequences of the seed you plant bearing fruit in your yard. Be quiet. So those are the two kind of situations that this might be for you. But essentially, I mean, this is the Gemini moon. There could be a tendency to speak. But again, I'm kind of feeling that Aries energy coming through, that Mars direct in Aries, wanting to kind of maybe overassert ourselves or just put ourselves in situations that we don't belong. Possibly group number 1 might also resonate with you for this group number 4. So take that message if that also resonates with you. That might have some also healing guidance in there for you. But yeah, we have this Mercury energy in the sign of Scorpio, which is about these hidden truths coming up. So whether you feel like you're being talked about or whether you are doing the one talking about other people, again, it's about being a little bit more quiet. Maybe not saying so much, because you might say the wrong thing and you might either ruin a relationship or you might incur some negative karma that might come back to you. That maybe, yeah, just it's about being very careful about what we say. You have Justice come out as your first card. Again, this is about this balance, this karma that I'm kind of talking about. It's about either if someone else is talking about you, it's about trusting and just allowing karma to do its work, trusting that either, again, reflecting on maybe the things that you have been saying or you have been telling people about yourself in your personal life, or again, just letting karma do its work. And if someone's talking ill about you and you have been kind of working and acting in your light and in love, and in honesty as well, as an energy that's coming through with this. Again, it's about letting your ancestors deal with it, letting the universe kind of deal with it and deal with that person. But if this is you, this is understanding the negative karma that this could infer into yourself, the energy that you can bring into your own space is also an energy that's coming through. It's just being very aware of justice in your life at this time and how justice plays a part. You have the card of 9 of Wands come out for you as well, which is about, it's kind of a defensive energy. Again, maybe you feel like people are talking about you, and this is putting some walls up, putting some boundaries up so that you can kind of maintain your strength. Is it an energy of like, I'm not giving up within this space, but I need to put some healthy boundaries up around me, is also an energy that's coming through. There's a bit of like, this is a burdensome cycle, especially if you feel like there may be people who have been talking about you, or gossiping about you, or whatever the case scenario may be. Again, this is just about like, pause for a second, put up some boundaries, hold down the fort, and just be quiet and allow karma to play out in whatever way it needs to. Let me get 2 more cards. Yeah, Hermit's energy, 100%. This is about going within, into your own personal journey. You have 9 on the table twice, 9 with the Hermit card, and then 9 of Wands. This is also about kind of finding your own sense of self-identity and self-esteem, is an energy that's coming through with the Hermit's card. So this is going into, again, to heal any insecurities that you may have as well. If you do feel like there may be people talking about you, it's about acknowledging maybe some things that you have said about yourself or your personal life to people that you maybe just did not need to be speaking to or speaking that information to. So it's just about being conscious about it and pulling your energy back into yourself is what's coming through for you this moon. Last card, please. One more. Last card for group number 4. The Chariot. So you have 3 major arcana cards as well. This is definitely, again, allow karma to do the work. Go within, and that will help you to move forward in this space more easily, with a more balanced head and heart within this space as well. Card number 7. This is about receiving some divine guidance instead of maybe speaking a little too much. Again, be quiet is the energy that's kind of coming through for you. And then you have 8 of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of information coming through. Again, hidden truths will also be revealed. So if you do feel like there maybe are people who are talking about you, that will be revealed in divine timing and order. You need to kind of take your hands off of it and just tend to yourself a little bit. Tend to your personal path, tend to your personal journey, and allow the information to come through as it's meant to, and move forward from it. Is also an energy that's kind of coming through for you. Or again, if you're the one doing a little bit of gossiping, understand that karma is going to reveal it. Is going to reveal whatever you have been saying in the dark. It's going to come to light. Yeah, it's just understanding the consequences of our communication and of our actions, right? We have, again, Mercury is in the sign of Scorpio, which is going to reveal all those hidden truths, especially as Neptune now goes direct in the sign of Pisces on the 29th. A lot of illusions, a lot of confusion, a lot of all that sneaky kind of energy, a lot of that is going to continue to come into light, so that we can all also process it and move forward from it, is also an energy that's coming through. Again, personal growth, maturity are very much themes coming through for you here. And this is this is quick energy that's coming through as well. With this Chariot's energy is very fast energy, and 8 of Wands is a very fast energy as well. Also, you can work with the elements of fire to support you. Maybe you need to, you have fire also with this Hermit's card to kind of light the way as well. But maybe a burning ritual, if that resonates with you. Working with the elements of fire as well as the elements of air will be supportive to you for this moon. Truth. Yep. Your throat chakra. It's about speaking the truth. That is that Libra justice scales energy, right? It's about speaking the truth. It's about refining your balance. Your feminine, your masculine energies as well. Balancing out those energies, your fires, your passion, and then also your emotion. There's an energy, again, fire and water can make you want to bubble up and erupt. And again, you maybe say the wrong thing, right? Throat chakra, love is your second card, your heart chakra. This is about speaking from a place of love, from a place of compassion. And sometimes it's about knowing how to not speak and just act in love and compassion. Also for yourself. So again, that you don't incur negative karma that will come back to you quickly, I feel like. Depending on what it was for you. Honesty. Truth and honesty. So this is definitely a theme. Speak the truth. Speak honestly. And sometimes you just need to not speak at all and allow spirit to speak is also an energy that's coming through. Allow the ancestors to speak. Allow them to deal with it in whatever way makes sense. Card number 23 with truth, which is 5, which is about you need to change the situation. The situation needs to change. It needs to balance out. And then card number 26, card number 8, you need to move through this cycle. Card number 18, card number 9, this is again about personal growth. So you have 3 9s on the table. 999 might be a message for you. And then invisible. Yeah, this is about going within 100%. You need to take yourself out of the situation. Again, for some of you, group number 1 might also resonate with you. Card number 16, Card number 7, allowing divine wisdom to come through. Again, you have the Chariot, which is card number 7, to help you move forward, to help you, again, mature, evolve out of this petty, gossipy energy. Whether it's you speaking it or whether it's you worrying about other people speaking it. As long as you are moving and living in truth, in honesty, in harmony, in balance, in justice, as long as you are in your heart space as you move forward, you don't have to worry, right? You know that you will move forward exactly as you are meant to. I'm going to pull one more card for you. Yeah, definitely working with fire, working with that candle. To maybe even receive some guidance. Queen of Swords. This is, again, detachment from this energy. And then you have 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is feeling like left out in the cold, maybe for some of you. Which is giving me this invisible space. Maybe you feel left out from a certain situation. But it's because you're meant to be left out at this time. It's kind of an energy that's coming through. You need to go on your own personal journey to refine your compassion, your love, and your truth, your honesty. Detach from the situation. Use your wisdom, use your intellect, use your rationale in the situation. Ace of Cups under that. Yeah, it's about showing love, giving love, and just being in a space to receive love. So those are the messages coming through for you for this moon. I hope that was helpful to you. I hope that supports you in your journey at this time. Again, working with the elements of fire, working with your throat chakra, again, how you communicate, and your heart chakra means making sure that you're always communicating from a space of love, from a space of compassion, as much as we can, right? So that, again, especially in these times with the energy that we are dealing with, the things that we say can come back, the results can come back to us really quickly. The seeds that we plant, we have to deal with what we sow, right? Depending on what it is. So take some time out for yourself to receive some guidance, to rebalance your energy so that you can move forward more smoothly and quickly as well. Don't be afraid of feeling left out is also an energy that's coming through for you, group number 4. So again, I hope that supports you. I hope that resonates with you. Happy healing. I will see you in my next one.